Hello, I'm Andrew Lawrence King, and this is a quick resume of the essential techniques of medieval improvisation, looking at a chorus from the Ludus Danielis, the play of Daniel. So the first thing to do is to practice the basic melody with really good phrasing, looking at the words, looking at the meaning of the words. Spend plenty of time on this because everything else depends on it. Now, when we say unison, what that really means is everybody's singing exactly the same in one octave. But very often nowadays when we sing in unison, we actually sing parallel octaves, high voices in the high octave, low voices in the low octave. And in medieval music, it's okay if those two versions are a little bit different. And in medieval music, we don't have to privilege the octave. We can also go parallel in fifths. And sometimes in fourths. You just have to experiment to see which sounds good. And we can combine the fifths and the octaves and being a little bit different. We can play a drone on the final of the whole tune and on the fifth and octave of that final. And there's a whole range of different ways we can vary and repeat that drone. Lower, higher, below the tune, above the tune, around the tune, whatever we want. Jerome of Moravia explains a more interesting way to accompany a tune, where just sometimes you make a responding harmony to the melody, just on certain notes, like this. Not on every note, just on some notes. We can combine the idea of droning and of parallels so that we sometimes drone and sometimes go in parallel. And sometimes inflect with a changing note. And there's a whole world of things you can do with this idea of fifthing being more or less in parallel fifths, sometimes droning on the fifth, going back to parallels, mixing up drones and parallels. Then Jerome of Moravia gives us a really special way. Now this is difficult, he says, and in this way you make a harmony that responds to the tune for every single note. In other words, you're actually making up a second voice. Now the thing you want to avoid, you do not want to do parallel thirds, so this is not good for medieval. Don't go there. Keep it based around fifths and octaves on the most important harmonies. A good way to do this is to mirror it so that when your tune comes up, your second part comes down. And you have to practice that a a bit and experiment and find out what works. Then there's the whole area of how often do you change? Well, often enough to be interesting, but not so often that it's crazy. And perhaps more important, not so often that you confuse yourself, because whatever you're playing needs to be at high quality. And most important of all, once you're in any kind of ensemble, you need to be listening. What are the others doing? Is there enough melody? Is there enough low drone? Is there enough high activity? And you have to listen to what's happening and be ready to change, taking responsibility for the complete ensemble with everything you as an individual do. Enjoy, have fun.